Episode 1 didn't go over very well, I don't feel. And frankly, I'm offended. It was rude of you, the listener, to not provide more positive feedback and not reach out to me to tell me how good my podcast was. I think maybe I came off a little too abrasive, a little too judgmental, and maybe maybe the first episode of Gerald is Miserable was a little too miserable. On episode 2, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've compiled a list of things that I hate. These are in no particular order whatsoever. I hate these things. I hate some of these things so much, it would be hard for me to hate one more than I hate the other. Number 1, people who work in HR. We don't need you. I know business owners. I know racist ones. I know sexist ones. And money talks. If you make money, you got a job. Nobody's getting fired who's good at what they do. And here's why. Loving money is like loving a crazy girl. Nothing feels better than having her. Nothing feels worse than losing her. And you have to love her more than anything or anybody else if you want to hold on to her. People who love money love money. And there's not a person who they dislike more than they love money. If you work in HR, you can fuck smooth off. Number 2, people who wave you around at a 4-way stop. I mean, Jesus. It's a 4-way fucking stop. You got here first. Can you just fucking go? Are you directing fucking traffic now? You're waving at me? No, please, go ahead. Go. Go. No, just fucking go. It's a 4-way fucking stop. I got shit to do. I got shit to think about. And none of it. A 4-way stop is one thing that I don't need to have to fucking think about or to communicate with someone over. It's a 4-way stop. We've stopped. Who stopped first? Was it you? Was it me? Then let's fucking act accordingly. Number 3. This is gonna be a touchy subject. People with stretched out ear holes. People with stretched out ear holes are not even people to me. I've never heard an actual explanation. I've never heard a good reason of why somebody started stretching their ear holes out. You were young and dumb. Okay. There's a guy who's got a kid who lives in Florida and he pays child support on it. He was young and dumb. and this girl had some real pretty titties on her, and he thought he could pull out in time, and he didn't. There's a guy in a wheelchair. He was street racing like the Fast and Furious. He was young and dumb. And he was doing something really fucking cool. And he was probably trying to get some pussy. He was young and dumb. But I can't figure out how stretching your ear holes out is cool or how it gets you pussy. I got a close friend who has his ear holes stretched out. He said, "Hey, can I ask you something? I'm thinking about getting surgery to fix my ears." Please. Yes. Jesus. Why are you even asking me this? What a stupid fucking question, Dustin. Yes. Hey, my tire is flat outside. You think I should fix it? Or just fucking drive home? Yeah, fix it. You fucked it up. Fix it. If I seen somebody driving down the highway of life with a flat tire, I would assume they're either fucked up somehow, high on drugs, or running from the police. Either way, they're not in complete control of the situation. Yes, get the fucking surgery. I'm so far from even beginning to understand why you would get stretched out ear holes in your ears that I feel like I'm the one that's stupid. Like there's something that I'm missing something. Number 4. People who struggle with depression. You ever notice how there's so many people under the age of 30 who are so vocally struggling with depression, but yet there's so few people over the age of 30? Because the problem is you. You don't have fucking depression, okay? You're useless. Get up and do something. Quit bitching about it. Everybody's fucking depressed, okay? Everybody's fucking... Nothing's great. Nothing's great. If everything has to be great for you to be happy, you're never going to be happy. Everybody's fucking depressed. Nobody's happy. Your mom's not happy. Your dad's not happy. Your aunt's not happy. Your uncle's not happy. The owner of the fucking sunglass hut you work at 4 hours a week, he's not happy. You just don't know about it. Here's a tip. If you spend the majority of the day thinking about how unhappy you are, or thinking about the problems you have, then you ain't got that bad of fucking problems. People have real fucking problems. You know how you can tell? Because they don't like to talk about them. When you have real problems, you try to be happy. Do something useful and shut up. Exercise. Write a short story. Paint a picture. Do something worthwhile. Do something that you have something when you get done with it. It's not Call of Duty. And it's not hanging out at a fucking microbrewery and talking about fucking Coen Brothers movies. Do something tangible. And shut up. Just shut up. Do something tangible. Or self-medicate. But mostly, shut up. You're not depressed. You're weak-minded and you're lazy. You make yourself happy. You earn happiness. It doesn't just fucking happen. Take it from me. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm doing just fine. Show me the Instagram profile of somebody who's 25 or younger with hashtag mental health awareness or a bio about how they suffer from depression. I wonder if they've ever had an ass whipping. Number 5. People who don't give their kids ass whippings. We need more ass whippings in this world. Whip your kid's ass. He fucking deserves it. He's fucking stupid. He's stupid. And you can teach him all you want to, but I promise, nothing is going to teach your kid what an ass whooping will. You can't teach a kid what an ass whipping teaches a kid. It teaches him that sometimes he gets his ass whipped. It takes a lot to raise a kid. It takes communication, positive reinforcement, and reassurance of his self-worth. And he needs his ass whipped. Here's why kids need ass whippings. So that later, when they grow up and they get their ass whipped, it's not the end of the world. Later, when they grow up and they get beat up in high school, they don't cry. So that when they don't get the promotion that they were promised, so that when they come home early from work and their wife's fucking some dude down the street, it's not the end of the world. Hard times make hard men. Hard men make easy times. Easy times make soft men. Soft men won't tell their 8-year-old to fuck off when his friends are over and they're trying to watch a pay-per-view UFC on the big screen. Tell him to fuck off. It's not about him. Nobody came over here to watch his fucking dance number in front of the fucking TV. There's nothing wrong with learning just how many things in life are not about you. The more things that you learn are not about you, the fucking better. You're not doing your kids any favors. My dad was a jerk. I'll tell you a story. My dad was my t-ball coach, and after the game, we got free drinks from the concession stand, and they would give us all of them we wanted. I would drink too many. I'd get 3 or 4 Mountain Dews, and we went home after a game. I was probably 6 years old, and I went to bed. I woke up, and I had peed in the bed. So I went to my dad. I went to my dad's room, and I woke him up, and he said, "Hey, what is it?" And I said, "I peed in the bed." And he said, "All right, well, you're getting your ass whooped." And I said, "Right now?" And he said, "Yeah, right now." So he got up. He didn't do it right then. We went to my room, and he changed the sheets on my bed. And then he tucked them all in. He said, he tucked all the sheets around my bed, made my bed up, and then he said, "All right, let me go get my belt. You're getting an ass whooping." So I got my ass whooped. All right, and then he put me to bed at 2 in the morning. So fast forward to the next week, we're at another t-ball game, and after the game, I'm propped up against the concession stand. I'm talking to this little girl named Kara, and I had a big crush on Kara. And I was in my uniform, my first sports uniform. I really felt cool, and I was leaned up against the fucking concession stand like I was Zach from Saved by the Bell. So cool. And my dad walks by, and he's got all the batting bags and ball bags and stuff, and he said, "Come on, we're leaving." And I said, "All right, I'll be there in a minute," because I was feeling cool. And so he looked at me for a second, and he said, "All right, well, make sure you stop by the bathroom on your way to the truck, because if you piss in the bed again, I'm whooping your ass." I didn't talk to that girl again until like the 3rd grade. But it's okay. Guess what? I'm grown up, and that's funny. There's a lot of shit that happened when I was a kid that I thought was going to be the end of the fucking world. And it wasn't. And guess what I learned? I learned that shit is not the end of the world. You got a bunch of fucking 30-year-olds and 25-year-olds who don't know what the end of the world fucking looks like. Grow up. You're fucking useless. You're too useless to know how fucking useless you are. You're not fucking depressed. You needed your ass whipped, and now you don't know how to take a fucking ass whipping. Number 6. People who have GoFundMe accounts. You know what? Actually, let's call this one. I drank too much beer and I gotta pee. We'll save this for next time. Remember, I hate you, but I hate me too. Probably more. And I'm Gerald, and I'm miserable. Good night.